What's up everybody, it's your boy Ruli coming at you with another Infinity Kingdom video, and today we're going to talk about how to complete the Mysterium without using hearts, okay? It's very important that I emphasize the without using hearts part because how you go through Mysterium is largely going to be determined by what you're aiming to get out of it, okay? Okay. But before we get into all of that, go ahead and hit that like button because likes are free. And if you want to see more Infinity Kingdom videos from yours Ruli, go ahead and hit the subscribe button too. Okay? Okay, so like I said, the goal of this video is to show you how to do Mysterium without using Hearts of Norheim. Hearts of Norheim are a item that you can collect through events or from daily chests that you can buy that basically fully restore the HP and energy of any immortals that have died while, playing in Mysterium. And the reason why you want to try your best to complete Mysterium without having to use these hearts are because they are, one, hard to come by, and two, you really want to save them only for when you really need them or like emergency for the very same reason. So I've already looked around and I see that there's nothing in this shop that I want, so I don't need to go there necessarily, although I might anyway. And I see there are 2 amulets here, 1 on each side, 2 on each side, or actually there are 2 on this side. Okay, so I think this is the safer route to go because there's more healing should I need it. Okay, now again, some people might want to, like, if your server is newer and you're earlier on in the server, you're probably going for as much gold as you can to really push your dragon level, right, and your immortals and stuff like that. So in that case, you might be okay with using your hearts as long as you can get as many battles as you want to win the gold rewards, to get as maximize your gold income, right? But again, I'm trying to use less hearts, so I'm not really going for gold. I have a lot of gold. I don't need it that badly. Actually, I don't have that much gold on this account, but you catch my drift. Okay, anyway, we're going to go ahead and challenge the first guys here. Okay, this is fire, which is perfect because I'm water. Skip battle. We don't need to see it. And we were challenged. Okay, cool. It was a victory. This first stage is usually going to be easy victories. We'll just blast through this. I'll show you a couple more battles and then I'll skip. Okay, again, water. Let's go. I'm going to take some of these fights early on. I'm just going to keep an eye on my HP. That's the name of the game here. You really want to keep an eye on your HP of your immortals. Because if your immortals HP start getting low, you really would rather switch them out than have them die, because it's much easier to switch them out and use another team or another set of immortals while you collect a healing amulet to heal your main team. The name of the game is basically you never want to let your immortals die in the Mysterium, because that is usually going to force you to have to use a heart, or you're going to have to find one of those things. Just disappeared up here, but there's like these little fountain things that you can use to heal your immortal. Okay, anyway, we're going to skip through this first stage because it's pretty easy. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to skip through this. I feel like that actually might defeat the purpose here. So let me just blast through this and show you how I work, okay? Sometimes new immortals will show up in the immortal mirror here, and if you want to test things out, maybe with a new immortal, it's not a good test because it's Mysterium, and PvP are going to give you your best test. But Mysterium matches can be cool for trying out new immortals, but there are no new ones there, and I don't really have time for that anyway, so I'll keep moving. Okay, again, I'm taking fights to get as much gold as I can, but the biggest priority is my troops' HP. So as long as I'm doing good on HP, I'm going to take the fight, at least on this first stage. Now, these don't matter too much, honestly. Like, pick the ones that make sense. Like, for example, I don't have Holy Immortals, so I'm not going to use that. This one actually sometimes might make more sense. Sometimes the purple ones make more sense if it's one that recovers energy. Any boost to energy is probably going to be a great thing to pick. So sometimes I'll pick a purple one, Elite, over Epic, especially if it's giving energy boost. Okay? Okay. Here, I don't have a choice, so I will take a fight. I'll take it with water. Yep, let's go. And again, always watching my health. If my health gets too low, I will have to do something. And I'll show you what I'll do in that situation when I'm faced with that. So notice I didn't go for the amulet here because I didn't think I'll need it. I still don't think I'll need it. And I will keep taking fights because they're relatively low risk at this point. Okay. All right. And here we will face the final boss of the first stage. Here I like to look at immortal placement. It's going to help you. A little will go a long way. So we have Ramses here. We have Harold here. You can't really check their skills here, but I'm familiar with them anyway. So I'm going to keep my Ramses here because his main skill will reduce the enemies directly in front of him. It will reduce their damage by, I think, like 25-30%, something like that. So I'm going to keep him here so he can reduce Merlin's damage and do the least damage possible to my team so I can go further without using hearts, right? Right, okay. Boom. Victory. HP still looking great. Let's go. This one, Battle Fury, is a good one. I always go for this. And let's jump on to the next stage. Okay, and now we are on the next stage, floor 2, Freezing Cage. Let's go. Okay, so like I said, like I did last stage, I look at the shop here first. This looks like almost exactly the same. But it has nothing I need. Okay, we've got healing, amulets, okay, 2 on this side. This is basically the same exact setup as last side. Right, and Spring of Life is what I was talking about last round. Basically, this will bring your immortal from the dead if one dies. If none are dead, it heals the one with the lowest HP. So in the worst case scenario, you want to, if your immortal dies, like maybe you're being careless, not paying attention to their HP, whatever, try and go this way. If you feel like you're at risk of one of your immortals dying and there's nothing else you can do except maybe use a heart, maybe go this way so you can use that to bring it back to life, right? Okay, but I don't think that's going to be necessary for me, and I don't need anything from this mysterious shop. So I'm going to go south, the south road where there are 2 healing amulets, and I'll take my chances here. Okay, look, weird. It's the same exact setup, which is pretty uneventful for the purposes of this video, but I want you all to get the point I'm trying to drive home here. Let's not focus on the small stuff. Anyway, this is going to be a little bit harder, this floor, than the last one. So maybe I'll take less fights. Maybe I'll need to take both of the healing amulets this time. Who knows? My immortal HP is probably getting a little questionable now. Okay, so usually around this time you want to start looking for a healing amulet. Maybe skip the next fight. You know me, I've got strong teams. I'm not too worried about it. I'm going for the healing, though, just to be safe. Okay, let's take the next fight. Look, we're back almost at full HP. Let's go. This is going pretty smooth for me. My team is really strong. And I have multiple teams, so I'm never really too worried. But this strategy actually does really work for the free-to-play players too. You know, not just whales. I mean, I know I make it look easy, but for free-to-play, really just don't be afraid to take less fights. Like, you don't have to take every fight and get all this little gold. Like, yeah, it adds up. Yeah, it's cool. But we have other events now. You know, maybe 6 months ago, my advice would have been take every single fight. Don't worry about hearts. Get that gold. It's one of the only ways to get gold in the game, right? That was months ago. Now we've got new events like IA. You know, there's tons of ways to get gold now. So you don't gotta like go like full masochist here on gold, right? So let's keep going. HP looking okay, a little questionable here, but we're doing fine. We're doing fine. That's useless to me. This is useless if you're using all epic immortals, guys. I was using this mistakenly for like the first 2 months of playing this game until I really read it and thought about it and was like, okay, that's not helping me. Let's go with the healing effect. Okay, so I could go for the easier enemy here, fire, since my main team is water, or I can go for the water team to get that amulet. I think I'm going to go for that amulet because my HP is getting a little bit questionable. Just a little bit. Okay, we're looking good. Oh, this is one of my favorite. Fearsome name. Immortals start with plus 100 energy. Get that Dido shield off faster. Okay, so the reason I went this way, like some people might have thought, oh, well, you can go fire and still get both options. No, this Mysterium thing, it tricks you sometimes. Like you see how I went this way and I got both options. If I would have went the other way, I guarantee you only the chest would have popped up, just like what happened on the last stage. So look out for those little gotchas. So here, if you're looking bad on HP, which I'm looking great, you can go for the chest. I'm going for the enemy because I want that gold. It's free gold at this point. My immortals are doing amazing on HP. I'm actually going to move this around so that Ramses can be in front of Merlin and give us that damage reduction that we love so much. and victory. Look at that. Feels good, man. Feels good. If I didn't move Ramses around, my Immortals probably would have came out with much lower HP. So Ramses is S tier, yo. He's just God tier. Like, I know he gets a bad rep. I know it's like a meme to joke about Ramses. Like, why would you use him? But he's one of the most slept on great Immortals in this game. So, yeah. Ooh, Brave. This is another really great one. Your Immortals recover 10 energy when they receive damage. This is all really good stuff. I always go for energy because it just helps everything. Healing, shields, damage. It helps it all. Okay, let's go. We're going to face the final guys here. Floor 2. Okay, cool. We've got Wu down here at the bottom and William. Those are both very high damage dealing Immortals, right? Okay, let me change my formation. I'm going to put Ramses back on this side to lower their damage. Okay. And victory. HP looking great. Notice I haven't had to use any other team yet. It's all about decision making. If you have one team, you can get all the way through this without using hearts. You know, you just got to make the right decision. So here, look, we've got a choice here. I do have an earth team that I might need to use on the next floor, or I can grab this one that I've been neglecting, which gives you HP. I think I will go with this one because it benefits all my teams and it helps out with HP, whereas this will only benefit my earth, and this one's kind of weak compared to this, okay? So we'll go with Devour. And great, now we'll go to the next floor. Now, here, you need to make the right decision. You know, you don't want your eyes to be too big for your stomach here. What I mean by that is you don't want to bite off more than you can chew, right? It's the age-old saying, okay? So I like to go hard. Go normal if you need to. You know, no one's going to judge you for it. Like, it's better to get to the end and get less rewards than to not have any hearts, not be able to get to the end on hard mode, and not get that sweet end reward. But I'm going to go hard because it's been pretty easy so far, so why not up the ante just a little bit. Okay, and here we are on floor 3, hard mode. Boom, like I said, always coming through here, looking for the mysterious shop. Oh, they did not give us one this time. Whatever. I will never max Gilga, will I? Find out on the next episode. Just kidding. Okay, let's see. Okay, we've got healing amulets out the wazoo. So I'm going to go the south way. They both look actually pretty even on healing amulets, but let's not overcomplicate it. Let's get it moving. What Immortals are here? Oh, cool. See, this is cool. Like, if I wanted to try out Himiko, see what it's like to have the big whale Immortals on your team, just pick them up, mess around with it. I'm not going to mess around with that because sometimes you can get worse results than if you just stuck with your normal team. And again, I got to stick to the mission here. The mission is to get through it without hearts. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so my Immortals are starting to get low on HP. Now, there is a healing amulet coming up next. I could take this chance, or I could change my formation. What do you think is the smartest thing to do? Now, if you said, like, just go, screw it, just go, then that's big meat energy, and I love that. Me, though, I'm actually going to be a little bit careful this time. I'm going to sub my Immortals out and give them time to heal up. They've been holding it down for a while now, so I'm going to bust out my Earth Immortals and give my water team a break to heal, right? Okay, so let's go. Where is Zenobia? Okay, and let's go. Actually, maybe I'll keep my water dragon out because, I don't know, water dragon just heals pretty freaking epically, right? And that's like more epic than Earth, I believe. Let's just double check. Stunning. We don't need the stun. We need the heals. Let's go. Okay. Now, I don't have Ramses to counter Merlin right now, so whatever, we're just going to stomp through. And what do you know? HP took a bit of a hit that first battle. I don't know, it's a little scary, but let's go. Okay, let's get the amulet. Hopefully our water team won't need too long of a break here, because I don't know if Earth's going to be able to stick it out. We were already getting hurt. Oh, HP's good, though. I forget, those amulets, they work on all your Immortals, so the ones that are on rest and the ones that are on duty, they all get the HP. That is really cool. Really good for me here. Okay, let's go with accuracy, because my Alex has low accuracy and he loves to miss. Okay. Let's try and plan this out a bit. We're going for healing modes. Let's take... Again, I don't really need any of these Immortals. I'm going to go for the rewards. And although we're going to get the easier fight here, that's probably better for us in the long run. Okay, boom. HP looking glorious. Okay. Sometimes just pick random things because I don't have time to, figure out what's the best thing. Honestly, full steam ahead is what I say. Heals, let's go. Another fight, let's go. I don't even look at it. We're good. HP. I saw HP. Let's go. Lightning. Maybe want to, stay away from the lightning since we're Earth, and that's the counter. Trying to reserve that sweet HP. Okay, so normally here I would go for this if any of my immortals were super low on HP or dead, but they're not, so let's go. Rewards. Okay. Here we've got a dark team with fire. Okay, these guys might have lower HP since it's a mixed troop, so let's go this way. And I'm thinking out loud here because I want you all to know how I make decisions because it might help you. Earth Immortals gain plus 20 defense. I could use that right about now. Might not even need to bust the water team back out. Let's go for HP. Again, I don't really need the chest, but I do need to get through this without using hearts. Okay, cool. Ooh, this is cool. Sometimes pay attention to these formations in Mysterium because the devs are low-key hinting to us sometimes to, try some things out once in a while, mix it up, you know what I mean? Like they mixed up, they put Baldwin here with the Earth March, which probably is really good in practice, and this would have sparked that idea had I not thought of it already. Anyway, let's go ahead and switch our immortals here, get my Alex in front of their Charles to get him down quick so he can't keep putting that blasted shield on their team. All right. Boom. Let's see. Oh, that worked. HP looking amazing. And that marks the end of the first part of Mysterium. But we've still got the Evernight Labyrinth portal to go through. Right. And here we are, boys and gals. I would say everything leading up to now was practice for the big leagues, right? Now, getting through the other stages without using hearts, that's easy. But can you get through the Evernight Labyrinth on hard mode without using hearts? Well, I'm here to tell you, you can, folks. Okay? So, again, I'm on my main this time. Sometimes I record videos on my ult. This is my main. So, here you go. You get to see my 2 strongest marches. I've already got them set up. This is normally how I go through this. My earth, very strong earth team. Sometimes it's even stronger than my water, as you saw. But yeah, I'm going to use these 2 teams. Okay, so let's talk about this. Now, the first set of rewards here are usually like blue schematic fragments, which have their uses. It's not really what we're here for, but we want these anyway, so we can build these artifacts and use them to level our good artifacts, right? Everything has a purpose in this game, okay? Even the blue artifacts that you would never even think about using, you can actually use them to level the ones you care about, okay? So I don't pay too much attention to this first one. Sometimes I might, if you're a weaker player with like, say 1 march and you're just trying to get like those purple and yellow fragments, I would advise you to maybe even skip this first like reward set here for the blue shards. You probably don't need them as much as you need the purple or yellow, and you don't want to jeopardize dying for these freaking rewards, right? But I'm going to go for them because, I'm pretty ambitious and I think I can do it without hearts. I think I can get all the rewards without hearts. And that's what this video is about. So I'll show you how we do it. Okay, so this floor is no different. We're going to treat it like all of the previous ones and look for our priorities. So the main priority is the mysterious shop. Okay, no Gilgamesh, but I do see Julius Caesar here. Unfortunately, I don't need him, so this is pointless for me. And that happens to be the only shop here, so I don't have to worry about that. So the way I like to do this is I do one team up until we get to the healing mode. Then I start doing the other team up until they either need a heal or we get to the other healing mode. And the reason I do it that way is because I want to make the most out of my healing. I keep calling them healing modes, healing amulets. I want to make the most out of them. So it's no use if I just use one team up to the healing amulet, then use the healing amulet just to heal that team, when I can use both teams and get that heal for both teams to get the most value possible out of that healing amulet, right? Now, if that was confusing, you'll understand when you see it in practice. So normally I go with my secondary team first. I look, we need 3 of the green ones, 2 of the blue ones, 1 of the red. Okay, I'm not going to start planning out exactly how I'm going to get each of them. Usually I just go with the flow, and I just, double check before I go too far how I'm doing on, the little gems here before I go too far and end up not being able to complete it for the reward. That can happen. Like if you get too lost in the sauce and you're just going through this, you might run into a situation where you get to the end and you're missing a color and you're like, oh crap. Like how many times has that happened to you? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so I've got a green one. I could go here for the blue one and grab that green and go to the healing mode, or I can go for this red. I'm going to go for the blue and the green. I only need 1 red. I can get it down here. I can get it down there. I can get it over there. I'm not going to go for it just yet. I'll go for the blue and the green since I need more of those. All right. HP looking okay after that match. So we're good to go for this second one. All right. Charles looking a little low on HP, but that's okay. We're just in time for the healing mode. But again, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to use my water team, get them low on HP so we can get both teams healed, right? Okay, so I need a green one, a blue one, and a red one. I can go this way and get green, red, and then grab that blue one down there. But then I'll have to miss out on this healing amulet. So I'm going to stay up top here, get my blue up here. Okay. Okay, so Ramsey is looking a little hurt on HP, but not too bad, not too bad. This is what we were trying to do, get him a little bit low before we use the healing mode. Anyway, I need a red and a green. I'm not going to go for this red here. Actually, no, I'm not going to go for this red here because I need the heal. So I'm going to go through this useless blue. Even though I don't even need a blue, I need the heals, right? Okay, now I'm going to stop and take this heal over here before I progress on the water on the other side. And the reason I do that is because I just want to make sure I'm good enough for this battle, and I want to get this team further down so they can make more use out of that heal. Okay?
Bruh.
Okay. HP looking glorious. Okay, let's go over here. Boom, get this last red that we need. Okay, bring that team over there. And you know what? It should be this smooth every time, boys and gals. Just, make good decisions. It's not that hard. Anyway, I'm going to push further on with this team over here. Just get them to the... Actually, I can't get them yet. Okay, whatever. We'll grab this heal and... Boom. Well, I messed up, boys and girls. I didn't get the green one that I was supposed to get. I was too focused on heals, and like I said, it happens. You get lost in the sauce, and you don't get the reward. Luckily, that was just the weaker one for the blue fragments. I didn't need those anyway, but I'm going to be much more careful going for these purple fragments. I don't want that to happen again. Might have done it on purpose. Might have just jacked up on video in front of hundreds of viewers. Who knows? You'll never know. Anyway, so what I need right now, more than anything, are the attack ones. So I'm going for this attack artifact fragment set here, reward. Okay. And again, we just want to be a little bit smarter this time, make sure we get everything we need. Okay. So we need 3 reds, 1 blue, 2 greens. Okay. So let's see how far we've got to go. Okay, cool. So got a couple options here. Okay, let's just dive right in, shall we? So I know I need reds. I know I only need 1 blue, so I won't go for the blue yet. I'll go straight for the red first. Easy fire team. Walked right through them. Okay. Next, there's a healing moat there. Could go for the healing moat. Could go for the green. Let's advance a little bit on this team and see what I need. Okay? Okay. So I need greens, so let's go for this one. Cool. I need a red. Let's go for this one. Boom. HP looking questionable. Let's take him to the switch. Open that up for my Earth team here. Cool. Earth team, how are we looking? Okay, we need a green, a blue, and a red. So if I get this moat and get this red, and get this green, and get that blue, I should be good. Okay, so let's go for the healing. Get our water team back up there. In HP, of course. Boom. Without a scratch. Flawless victory. You love to see it. Okay. We get this green here. Okay. We get this blue here. Just secure it, you know, outright right now. Okay. So since we already got the reward, the next we're going to, you know, load balance until we reach the next phase of this floor, right? And what I mean by load balance is, yes, we want to take the fight, get the gold, but we also want to keep an eye on our HP and just make sure we're not risking our whole biscuit, you know what I mean? Okay. So since I don't really need these fights, I'm going to take them anyway, just to see how close I can push it. I wouldn't normally advise this, especially, again, I know not everyone watching this is a whale like me and has like these super strong marches and multiple maxed out immortals. So don't be afraid to just play it safe. Like, just play it safe, guys. Remember, you're here for artifact fragments. This is one of the only ways to get them. Gold, you can get it any other way. So don't be risking your whole biscuit just for like a little bit of gold, my guy. Anyway, I'm going to do exactly opposite of what I just said because I'm a whale and I can take the risk, you know? Anyway, let's go ahead and get this HP because it's free. Nowhere else to go, right? And let's see which one of these fights I want to take. 3 Shadow Immortals, or I'm going to go this way. Take my chances over here. Let's go ahead and move Ramses in front of Wu to lower that incoming damage. Boom. Victory. Let's go. Now, I know this video is probably getting kind of long, depending on how we edited it. I don't tend to like to do long videos. I prefer short and concise videos. But I think for this video, it was really necessary to show you guys how I think through this step by step. There's a winning strategy for everything in this game. This is a strategy game at the end of the day. Everything about it just bleeds strategy. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I went for the attack last time. I'll go for the attack again because I need 30 to create the artifact. So 15 and 15, it just makes sense, right? Boom. Again, we did good that time. Again, let's try again, not to get lost in the sauce. Let's look ahead. We already checked that shop. We don't need it. Look at these healing motes. We've got one there. We've got one here. Okay, we've only got 2. So let's be careful here. Okay? So I need the healing mode, but can I afford to give up these 2 battles, like pass these up to go straight for the mode? Well, let's see. If I get the healing, we can go red, green, we can go green, red. So that would be 2 reds, 2 greens, and we just need 1 blue, 1 red on this side. So let's say I skipped this and went straight for the healing. I could get a red here, go to hit this green up, get that healing, get the blue. Okay, I think I've found the route I want to go. So I'm going to go ahead and skip these, go for the healing. I just want to make sure I can get to the end of this without, you know, using a heart. So let me check my Immortals HP. Water team, Merlin looking a little low. Everyone else looking okay. So I'm going to take this fight so I can get more out of that healing amulet when I get there. Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen. You see, looks like I just lost my Attila. Let's have a moment of silence for Attila. No, like, you know, this happens. Like, I was not expecting my Attila to go down like that. Let's watch the battle and see what happened there. That's sad. So Attila started with pretty good amount of HP. And yeah, let's go ahead and fast forward through this. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And that's what happened to Attila. Anyway, that happens sometimes. Luckily, I'm okay. That's usually a crisis. And as you can see, there was not really a way to avoid that. I mean, I could have played it extra safe and went and grabbed the healing before I took that fight. But you saw my HP beforehand. It looked doable, right? Anyway, in this situation, I'm pretty lucky because I can just head down over here to this Spring of Life and wish Attila back with the Dragon Balls. Attila's back in action, folks, so not to worry. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab this healing, get my other immortals back up to par. And again, we are going to go for this red. I already charted how I want to go about this. So it's just a matter of sticking to the plan. Go for this green. You know, strategy games are all about like overcoming adversity. You know, I had a tough situation there, but I'm action oriented. You just got to figure out how to keep it moving. You know, I got lucky. You won't always get that lucky. In a situation like that where there's no like little well or fountain thing to spring thing to bring them back, you know, you might have to switch them out. You might have to, who knows, you might have to use a heart, you know, sometimes, but that's what they're there for. You know, that's why it's so important to try your hardest to do this without using hearts. So when inevitably something happens that you do need a heart, you have them. You didn't use them all up just like regular willy-nilly trying to get to the end, right? Anyway, I'm actually going for this blue. Okay, Earth Team Zenobia looking a little hurt there. So let's switch back to my other team. We should be pretty patched up now and ready to go. Let's go for this red because we need him. Okay. All right, looking good, looking good. Okay, so we need one green, one red, and we probably need some HP to get us set up for the last boss. So let's do that. Anyway, my Ramses is doing me no good sitting here in front of Charles, who doesn't have much damage to reduce. But my Attila in front of Charles will silence him and stop him from casting shield on himself and the whole team. So that's why I would like my Attila in front of Charles. All right, that worked out pretty well. People looking still okay on HP. Cool. We'll go for this healing. All right. Now, Earth, let's just step through this water team really quick. And we're almost ready for the final event here. Cool. Got our reward. Great. Now, let's take our final fight here. You know what? I'll take on this water team. I think I've got the better water team here. You know what? Here I will switch them around again, and I'll explain in just a sec. I want my Ramses to lower Merlin's damage. I want my Attila to silence their Attila before he can silence my Attila. You get it? You get it. Cool. That switcheroo probably saved us a ton of HP. We're looking great. Let's go on to the final fight. Okay, final fight here. This is an interesting team comp. It's like they fully sacrificed their attack buff here. Broke that elemental bonus. We've got only the level 3 elemental bonus with the dragon, Khan, and Peter here. But they've subbed in Charles and Gilga, or Gilgi, as some will say. Anyway, so I'm going to, this is a tough one because Khan is probably going to be doing a lot of damage, but Charles won't. So to get full value out of my Ramses here, I might want to actually do the old switcheroo. And the reason for this is because Ramses can lower the damage of these two heavy hitters, while Attila can silence Charles to, again, stop him from casting that shield, preserving their team. Okay? Boom. One shot. Victory. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't have to use a single heart. Okay? And that's how you want to be doing Mysterium. You know what I mean? Let's look at what I got here. I got almost 4 mil gold. Still got, this is a pretty damn good haul if I do say so myself. You know, got 2 artifacts worth of fragments. Got 2 little 5x epic artifact fragment chests. Anyway, things are looking great. That worked out very good. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you do Mysterium without using any hearts, okay? I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, a bit of a longer one. You guys let me know if you want me to do more longer videos like this. I thought it was pretty fun. My mouth is really dry. I'm going to go get some water. As usual, go ahead and hit that like button because likes are free. And if you want to see more videos from yours, really, go ahead and subscribe too, okay? Look, I can't even talk. Okay, hit that bell icon too, okay? All right, I'm out. Drink some water. Later.